African ancient traditions. So the reason I even found a Little Juju podcast or Camphor was because I am seeking, what was it that Black people worshiped? Who was it that we prayed to before Christianity? So when I educated myself on Abrahamic religions and Christianity and patriarchal, mindsets and how capitalism informs all of it, it's just really not rooted in something that feels like me, you know? And I know in 2020, it's December now, as the year ends and as everybody's wrapping up and we're kind of putting the lid on 2020, we are looking forward. And a lot of us are looking forward, looking for community, looking for support, looking for internal guidance and kind of that internal knowing. And when you start doing that, you have to go deeper than Christianity. You have to go deeper than what your mom worshipped and what your grandma worshipped. And then you want to start asking the questions of, why does my family practice this way? Is it because of the colonizers that came in and told us what we were doing originally were wrong? Is it because my great grandma married a man who was a Muslim, so now we just all Muslims? Is it because we live in Turkey, or Asia or America, and this is the practicing societal type of zeitgeist? Like, what is acceptable right now? So for me, spirituality is something that is so much different than religion. And I was looking for what African people, of course, before slavery and before we came to this continent of America, what did we worship? What did we believe in? How did we heal ourselves? How did we pray? How do we birth babies? How do we bury our dying? All of those things are so important to me and so valuable to the process of healing and waking up, learning for yourself who you are. So if you're interested in a traditional way that Black people in America used to smudge, this is not ancient. I don't know if this goes, back to the continent of Africa, but if your people were brought here involuntarily, and if you are Black, there's probably some Southern root, in your legacy, your lineage. And camphor, I suggest you ask your aunties, ask your grandma, ask your mom or your aunt, did y'all use mothballs? Did y'all use camphor? Have you ever heard of camphor? Very old school, but very effective. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe, comment to me and let me know where you are in your journey and what type of things you're experiencing, what you're learning, and how you're coming into better relationship with yourself. So peace, blessings, love, and all that good stuff. The love is real. And I'll be back doing my best to get on this YouTube thing and share with y'all as often as possible what it's like to be a mystic, a mom, a millennial, an entrepreneur. I feel like, let me say this last thing before I go, because I said this to myself this morning. I feel like there needs to be a new word. I've heard of mompreneur. I don't love it. Stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother. Definitely not what I'm doing. This is not that. But there's a new word for women especially who are reclaiming their time and understanding that having two parents in the work field, in the workforce, is beautiful if you can manage it. But for my household, that doesn't work. I have two small children, and daycare alone would be what my social work salary equated to. It just wouldn't make sense. I would be going to work to pay for daycare and to earn insurance. And those days are over, for me. In 2015, I realized that is not logical. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to work to pay someone else to raise my kids. I actually want to be a part of that process. I really want to be involved, especially in the foundation of who my children are. I want to see them more than 3 hours a day. You know, I want to engage with them. I want to talk to them in the way that I want them to be spoken to. And I have 3 little Black boys. So there's a lane of us who are really getting back to the traditional ways of life, the traditional ways of learning, of earning, of loving, of healing, and planting. In my opinion, I truly believe our ancestors are calling us back and guiding us and giving us the tools and all the resources we need, which is already inside of us, but it's coming back out. And we're realizing, for me, 33, I'm realizing that so many people in my age group, so many people in this millennial, we are the ones, we're the generational curse breakers, period. Or we're the generational, tradition starters. However you want to look at that. I am breaking the generational curse of just apathy, of nonchalantness, of living in this world and not really living. Because that is what my family has been doing, and so many of us have been doing, running the rat race and trying to achieve the things. And I feel like my mother just retired. I feel like we're getting to see what that race is now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like our parents did it and they accomplished it. They ran the full race. So many of them are retiring and they have businesses and they've done the thing that we're trying to do. But we get the vantage point, the beautiful vantage point of being able to see how our parents lived, what they did, how they invested, how they worked, how they retired, how they cared for their bodies, how they managed their relationships. And we actually get to sit back and say, that ain't it. That's not what I want. That's not how I want to do it. This over here actually is more like me. And everybody, that's going to look different for everyone. But a lot of us are realizing, okay, the way it's been done, that's not it. That's not how I want to raise my family. That's not how I want to move forward. And that's a beautiful thing, because even though it can be hurtful and it can take a lot of healing, that shadow work of the trauma or the abuse and the neglect and all of those things that come along with realizing your truth and realizing your family dynamics. Whew. Let me sip. Once you get to that place and you are understanding that you have free will, I got a meditation coming up here soon. You have free will. You have full autonomy of your life and you can do it differently. That is my mission. That's my goal. That's my passion, is to remind people that you can make your own time. You can do it differently. And that's what I'm doing here. That's what so many of us are doing. We're planting, we're healing with herbs, we're meditating. We are learning, balance of, we want to have a good time. We want to go out, but we also don't want to damage our bodies so much so that we can't do what we need to do, which is be free. So this was a quick video that turned into something different. But if you stayed with me this entire time, much love. I'm going to say bye again. This is so Black. There's a whole meme that talks about this. Black people saying bye. I'm going to say bye again. And I'm actually going to click off because I'm starting my 8 o'clock meditation. If you want to join me, hit me up. It is free. It's open to the public. And it's my offering to you. Much love, be safe, and do something that makes you feel good today.